All right, it's time now for Medical Moments with Covenant Healthcare. And joining us this morning, we have Mike Leiter. So, Mike, thank you so much for coming in this morning. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's a pleasure to be here. Nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you, too. So, you are the chaplain, of course, with the Covenant Visiting Nursing Association. Just tell us a little bit about your role, what you do.
Sure. Well, my role is to help provide spiritual and emotional support to the patients that we serve and their families.
All right, very good. Tell us a little bit more about what the Visiting Nurses Association does and what it is.
Sure. So what the VNA does is we provide hospice support for families that are at that point in their life where they have to make that challenging decision. And with everything going on and all the moving pieces, we come and advocate for them to try to make this process as peaceful and as smooth as possible. So we offer all kinds of services and support. What I specifically do is for the families that want additional spiritual support. Perhaps they don't have a church or they don't have a pastor,
right,
or maybe they haven't for a long time. They can elect to bring myself in, and I simply do the best I can to provide the comfort and clarity that they need.
So, being in this, when is a good time for a family or a patient to seek out these services?
Sure. Well, it's a conversation. And one of the great things about our team is they do an amazing job of helping these families to navigate the difficult questions.
Yeah.
And so the conversation will often involve all kinds of services, but the spiritual support does come up. And some families, they're fine, they have a pastor, they have a church, or maybe they're not practicing,
yeah,
but other families will say, yeah, we would like a chaplain.
Why would someone want to take that route, I guess, of having a chaplain with them?
Sure. Well, there's a lot of questions that surround the difficult end-of-life season for somebody. And when somebody's in those challenging situations, it's sometimes difficult for them to know exactly what to do. And a lot of times, especially when people get closer to end of life, they ask questions like, well, what's going to happen to me? And not everybody does, but
yeah,
some people will have those questions. And so my role is to come in and just help them navigate that. But I also do more than that. Sometimes people just need someone to talk to, a presence there.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't talk about spiritual things at all. Sometimes we talk about their favorite singers, Johnny Cash, or you know, their favorite sports team, the Tigers or
right,
whatever. And we have those conversations too. Sometimes our conversations aren't always about spiritual things. Sometimes it's just about life.
Just to have that kind of, I wouldn't call it a distraction, but for lack of a better term,
it certainly does take the attention off of their pain and their sickness and their disease. And if we can help somebody find a reason to smile and feel a little bit better, I think we've done our job.
Agreed. So tell us, what do you hope a patient or a family takes away after asking for your services?
Well, we feel like this is a very special and sacred time for somebody.
Yeah.
The end of life is a memory generator for people, and these are things we talk about. We all talk about when our loved ones have passed away in those moments. So we want them, when they tell those stories, to be able to talk about how we were able to partner with them and bring them comfort during that difficult transition time.
Why do you like to do what you do?
Well, for me, we all have things that we find satisfaction and value in. And for me, there's nothing more satisfying than knowing that you not only made a difference in the lives of a patient or the family, mm-hmm, but also you've given them and helped them to tell positive stories as they move on with the rest of their life.
I think that's what we need more of,
Amen.
Positivity.
That's right.
Mike, anything else you want our viewers at home to know?
Well, sometimes when people come to us, they're just not sure if they want chaplain support or not. So sometimes they may say, well, right away, we're not sure.
Yeah.
At any time during the process, they can reach out to the office and we can bring support to them.
Good to know. Thank you for coming in this morning. It was great to learn more about what you do in this community.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, very welcome. If you would like more information at home on today's important topic, just head over to the Hot Links page. That's on WNEM.com.